Hi folks, just a wee update on some of the things that's going on. I've got a really busy month ahead starting today. So I've got so much on this month. I'm going to tell you, I'm going to tell you each week because there's a lot of things to promote and a lot of things to push. I'll be starting this month at Govanhill Festival and I'll be ending it at Lindisfarne Festival, but there's loads of stuff in between. So today is the big day. We kick off the Govanhill International Festival and Carnival. There's a lot of stuff on. Go to the Govanhill Bath's website and you'll see all the events that's on. I think something like 50 odd events over the next 10 days. I'm going to talk about the ones I'm involved in, which makes it easier for me because there's so much to choose from. But tonight we kick off the festival with Josie Long and friends at the Rum Shack. Josie's done a series of gigs raising funds for medical aid for Palestinians, and she agreed to do another one to help kick off the festival and launch the festival. So that's at the Rum Shack tonight. There's tickets still on sale. There's not that many left, but you could still get tickets and possibly still a chance to get in on the door. Josie will be joined by Conor O'Toole, by Kate Shecker, Chris Thorburn, and there's going to be music and some poetry as well for Tickle McNichol, the rapper, who told me once he wasn't rapping anymore, but I think it was a lie. Tomorrow is a very, very important day. I'm a director of the Roma Rights charity, Romano Lav, and every year we hold a commemoration event for the Roma genocide in the Second World War. The Nazi genocide of the Roma, sometimes known as the Parasmus. We have a Holocaust memorial at Queen's Park in the Poetry Garden, but we'll be gathering at the new Roma Cultural Centre next to the Deep End in Nithsdale Street, and we'll have a wee talk there. There'll be a wee gathering with some food and drink, and we'll have as a short showing of a screening of a short film, and then we'll walk up to the garden and have a memorial event at the actual Roma Holocaust Memorial. On Saturday is the big day, the carnival. Like in 2017, when we started the Govanhill Festival, Fatima insisted that we should have to have a carnival with it, like Notting Hill. Scotting Hill is what we call it. And it's a fantastic event, so come along if you can. I know there's a lot on Saturday. So if you're not going dancing with Bell and Sebastian and others, then come down to Govanhill. 12:30, we meet and gather at Govanhill Park. We head off at 1 o'clock and we march to Queen's Park Arena. And then there's music from all around the world. Well, all around Govanhill, but it is the most diverse community in Scotland. So we've got worldwide music from Govanhill. And the following that, if you stay on, there's a takeover by Love Music Hate Racism. We are celebrating their 20th anniversary in Glasgow with a concert in the arena in the early evening. And then on Sunday, that is Sunday, is it? No, that's Saturday. On Sunday, we launch Govanhill Book Festival, which is part of the Govanhill International Festival and Carnival. I help organise that with a whole team of other people. It's a great team this year at Govanhill Baths organising this massive event. The book festival kicks off at the community newsroom, where Greater Govanhill and the Ferret are based, and we start with a writers' meet-up. And just anybody for the wider Govanhill or the wider south side, any writers, come along, sign up to it if you can in advance. If not, just come along, and we're going to just have an open chat, writers from the area, what we can do together, how we can help each other, what we can do in the future, and just meet. Sometimes good just to meet other people doing the same thing as you. At 1 o'clock, we have the actual first launch, the Scottish launch of Hannah Lavery's new book, Unwritten Women, which I've had the pleasure of seeing in advance, and it's absolutely astounding piece of work. It's unbelievable. And she's going to be interviewed by Louise Welsh, a fantastic author in her own right, and obviously the chair of the Creative Writing School at Glasgow University. That's going to be great. And then after that, at 3 o'clock, we've got Jen Stout. Jen ended up, Jen was working in Russia when the war kicked off, ended up bailing out and getting into Ukraine, where she covered the war for the Sunday Post and others. Her book, Night Train to Odessa, is a wonderful account of how the war affects actual people. It's about Ukrainians rather than about the Ukrainian government or the actual politics of the war. It's the real reality of it, how it affects people on the ground, the people she met as she went. And it's a wonderful personal account of her time in Ukraine. She's going to be interviewed by Rhiannon Davis of Greater Govanhill, and then we'll just have a wee chat or whatever at the end of it, and hopefully have a good day. And I don't know if there's tickets still available for those things, but check the website, and if not, come along for the writers' meet up anyway, or come along at the end and say hello to the authors or whatever. And on Monday, I'll be with Fair Play at the In Conversation annual kind of series of conversations and interviews that we do at the Edinburgh Fringe. A bit less controversial this year than last year's one, which I'll not get into. But on Monday, there's a fantastic one. I think it's going to be brilliant. Is Graham Spears is interviewing Rose Riley, the footballer Rose Riley, who I grew up in Ayrshire, and one of my best pals was Rosie's like cousin. So we kind of knew about her way before she became famous. She was a hero down her way because she was playing in World Cups for Italy. She was playing in France. She won the league in France and Italy in the same season, playing in France on the Saturday and then playing with Milan on the Stade de Reims in France, Milan on the Sunday, and won both leagues. And captained Italy to the precursor of the first Women's World Cup. After being banned for playing for Scotland because the men in suits at Scottish football headquarters thought that women playing professional football was unseemly and wasn't the spirit of what they thought the game was. So Rose and others got banned for playing for Scotland. So she ended up captaining Italy to a World Cup. So hell mend them. I'm really looking forward to that. She's such an incredible career as a player and as a coach in Italy, and as a worldwide legend. So get along to that if you can. That's at the Stand. Midday, every day, midday we'll be having a conversation. That's the Monday. Tuesday, I'm back there again, and it's Martin Jack. Martin Jacques was the editor of Marxism Today, an incredible writer and reporter over the years on UK politics and European politics, and now like China's role in the world and all that stuff. So Callum Baird's going to be interviewing him. But again, I'm looking forward to that. That'd be really interesting. And then I'll get back to you next week with what's on next week, because there's more book festival events, there's more conversations at the Fringe, there's more things happening at Govanhill Festival, but too much to tell you on one go. So there's your thing. If you want to be where the cool kids are, Josie along at the Rum Shack tonight, the Roma Holocaust Memorial tomorrow, the Govanhill Carnival on Saturday. Bring all your colour and all your noise and your banners and party hats and make a big noise, and we'll march through the streets of Govanhill celebrating our wonderful community, our diverse community, and then having a wee party in the park after it. Sunday, come along to the community newsroom for a brilliant launch day for the book festival with Hannah Lavery, Louise Welsh, Rhiannon Davis, Jen Stout, and myself. I'll probably say a few words as well, just to stick my nose in. Monday, get through to Edinburgh to see the legend that is Rose Riley talking to Graham Spears, and Tuesday, Martin Jacques, former editor of Marxism Today, talking to Callum Baird. And so that's my wee roundup of what I'm doing. I'm also still writing. I'm writing away. I've been trying to write all these novels. I've got no fucking discipline whatsoever. So every time I'm writing away in a novel and I'm getting into it, when I'm writing, some idea comes for a new idea for a new thing, and I go and start writing it. And so I'm all over the fucking place. So bear with me. There'll be another poetry collection next year. But in terms of the novels that I've been promising for years, I've now got 6, and so have sympathy with me. It's a lot of stress. Not writing. Not writing's really stressful, and or getting nowhere, I think, is really really stressful. But we're getting somewhere this month. We're going to be lots of places. We're going to do lots of things together, and we're going to have a good fun. So I'll see you there. Hopefully I'll see you in Govanhill or in Edinburgh or wherever along the way.